or getting an interior detail. Stop by and see Todd at 724 Alberta Street West. Going on my timeline, sir, and I was late by a minute, but okay. You know what, Marler, I think you should last game of the season next Sunday. You should just all announce. You do that. Let's get ripped.
All right, fans, WCBL action here today in Brooks, Alberta. Overcast, but yet sunny as the sun decides to poke through here just about 10 minutes away from game time. Breezy, wind blowing straight in today from center field. And game one is going to be your Brooks Bombers as the visiting team, and they will take on the home team on the scoreboard today, the Energy City Cactus Rats. So let's take a look a little bit about and recap yesterday's games. Yesterday's games, interesting, let me tell you. Very interesting, to be honest. In game one, where Brooks was the home team, they ended up falling at the hands of the Energy City Cactus Rats by a score of 10-4. Not a highlight, as Steele Witchek was the winning pitcher. Julian Picorni ended up taking the loss. Witchek went 4 innings, gave up 3 hits. Those were the only 3 hits that the Bombers could muster up. They also gave up the 3 runs, walked 2, struck out 3. He had relief from Sebastian Meisner and Parker Austin. Julian Picorni took the loss. He went 5 innings, only giving up 5 hits, but 6 earned runs. Here is where things went sideways. He walked 7 batters. Lucas Graniero came in relief. He only went 1/3 of an inning, did not give up a hit, but also issued 5 walks. So, as a team total, the Bombers gave up 13 free passes, and that's not it because of the hit batsmen. When you calculate those, you can't do that or give a team that many base runners. And as it looks that way, Energy City still left 14 batters, or should I say 14 runners on base, whereas the Bombers only had 6 left on base. So that was the story in game one, a victory, a 10-4 victory for the Energy City Cactus Rats. In game two, different story. The Cactus Rats jumped out to a 10-1 lead after the first inning. It was an amazing first inning for the Cactus Rats. Derek Hughes started the game for the Bombers. He only lasted 1/3 of an inning. He did give up 3 hits, but he also issued 5 passes. He did get relief from Luis Gallardo, who ended up being the eventual game-winning pitcher as he went 5 relief innings, allowing 8 hits, 5 runs. He only walked 1, struck out 2, and then he got relief to close the game from Martin Zhang, who went 1 2/3, did not surrender a hit, but did give up a run, walked 2, and struck out 2. For the Cactus Rats on the mound, they had a myriad of pitchers. Alex Fejal, Cale Perreault, Cole Bolton, Ronan Sexton, Parker Austin, Colton Phillips, or Connor Phillips, and Hunter Sampson. They all combined to give up 12 hits, 15 earned run. This was the change in the game, is that the Cactus Rats walked 12 batters. So the bottom of the line, or the story of these two games, was the team that walked the most and gave up the most free passes seemed to be on the losing end of things. So very interesting. Hopefully things pan out today where there's a little bit better of a pitched baseball game. So that's that. These two teams are still vying for that final playoff spot, along with Fort McMurray Giants. So as of right now, the Fort McMurray Giants hold a half-game edge. They are actually tied with the Energy City Cactus Rats. They're 18-30. Cactus Rats are 17-29, and the Bombers are 17-30. So half game separates these three teams for the final playoff spot in the West Division. So these two teams will play this game. This is the last game that these two teams will face each other. The Bombers hold a 4-3 edge in the series. After that, the Cactus Rats will jump back on the bus and make their way home, and the Bombers will take on the visiting Sylvan Lake Gulls. So that game from July 22nd, if I remember correctly, as a rainout. So the Gulls are coming down to play the Bombers directly after this. So a very interesting turn of the events. The Gulls sitting in second place. They're 2.5 games behind the Okotoks Dogs, and they hold a half-game lead over the Lethbridge Bulls. So when we look at that, the Fort McMurray Giants are back in Okotoks for a doubleheader today, and the Sylvan Lake Gulls come here. So when we start to look how things are going to shake out today, it'll be a very interesting day based on the games that are being played. So lots of action, lots of movement potentially. Teams will look to solidify a playoff spot, and interesting stuff here, folks. This is going to be a fun night at the ballpark. Other games around the league. Oh, what's going on? Away, forfeit. Huh. Not quite sure why that says. It says a forfeit on the game. Game one of the doubleheader. So not too sure what that is all about. If I can find that out, I will let our viewers know. But Swift Current 57s are in Medicine Hat to take the Mavericks. That is the only other game on the docket tonight. So there was supposed to be a doubleheader in Okotoks today with the Fort McMurray Giants. It does say forfeit by game one. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but game two is set for 6:35. So this game here, Bombers and Cactus Rats, followed by Bombers and Gulls.
Tonight's starting lineups for your visiting Brooks Bombers. Batting first, playing center field, number 24, Ben Fishel. Playing center field, batting second, number 2, Peyton Matthews. Batting third, playing left field, number 4, CJ Snowden. DHing tonight, number 26, Troy Morrow. Batting fifth, back catching, number 15, Liam Kirsch. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, number 27, Captain Bastardo. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 10, Seth Recker. Batting eighth, playing first base, number 40, Lucas Rick. And playing second base, batting ninth, number 8, Gary Steyr Couture. And taking them out tonight for your Brooks Bombers, number 14, Lucas Mahoney. Now the starting lineup for your home team, Energy City Cactus Rats. Batting first, number 16, Seiji Umezawa. Batting second, number 6, Ten Shindo. Batting third, number 18, Drew Abercrombie. Batting fourth, number 10, Timo Aracena. Batting fifth, number 3, Parker Husu. Batting sixth, number 40, Go Bombers!
All right, here we go. So let's go over the starting lineups here for your Brooks Bombers, the visiting team on the scoreboard. Starting in right field, hitting leadoff is Ben Fischel. Playing center field, hitting second, Peyton Matthews. Batting third, the left fielder, C.J. Snowden. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, Troy Morrow. Batting fifth, the catcher, Liam Kirsch. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Abdon Bastardo. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Seth Recker. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Lucas Rick. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Derry Steyert Couture. And on the mound for the Bombers is number 14, Lucas Mahoney. Taking a look at the defensive lineup for the Energy City Cactus Rats. At third base is Drew Abercrombie. Over at shortstop is Ten Shindo. Over at second base, Seiji Umazawa. Over at first base is Colton Perez. In left field is Nick Hagan. Center field, Elias Campbell. And in right field is Parker Husu. The designated hitter today for the Cactus Rats is Timo Aracena. And the catcher, Reese Ruderman, and handling the pitching duties is Spencer Marinac.
Coming back for your Brooks Bombers, number 24, Ben Fischel.
Oh shoot, sorry.
Now for the best 2 words of baseball, play ball.
Spencer Marinac, don't have any information on him, but here we go. And the first pitch is going to be called strike one. Today's umpires today behind home plate is going to be Ron Shuchuk. Over at first base is Mike Richards. And at third base is Chris Schlenker. Second pitch is coming in at ball one. So 1-1 the count to the leadoff hitter for the Bombers, Ben Fischel. That's going to be up. So the count is 2-1. It's very sparse crowd today for game one. Three and one the count to the leadoff hitter Fischel. That's going to be called strike two. So 3-2. Count runs full.
I was ready to hit you. Walking on sunshine.
Marinac with the full count. That's going to be a foul ball signaled by first base umpire Mike Richards. Fischel fouls that one off, and it goes past first base on the right-hand side, foul territory. Full count pitch coming up again. Ball going to be bounced over to Shindo. That's going to be under the glove, and that's going to be an E6. So Fischel aboard on the error.
Peyton Matthews.
Peyton Matthews is going to step to the plate. Nobody out. And Ben Fischel over at first base. So lefty, let's see what he's got for a move. And there it is. So nothing special, but yet that's not his best. So as the wind blows in, so do a few of our fans. That pitch is going to be upstairs, ball one. The moisture has done the field very well over the last couple days. Very green, and that ball is foul and out of play. Very green.
Make sure you return those foul balls to the beer stand and get yourself a bomber spot.
The infield shale is playing nice. And 1-1 the count. Throw it over to Fischel. He is back in time. Marinac comes set. Fischel's gone. That ball's up. And that throw's not in time. So that's going to be a stolen base for Ben Fischel. Make that number 19 on the season. The Bombers, third in the league in stolen bases. They have the stolen base champion as of right now in C.J. Snowden. Runner on second, 2-1. That's going to be high and inside, ball three. So Marinac was back in this exact same spot with Fischel, but was able to induce the ground ball to shortstop. That ball is going to be hit high. Third baseman trying to find that might get out. And it does. So Spencer Marinac is a 6'2", 205 left-handed pitcher out of Avon, Ohio, from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. He was a late pickup for the Cactus Rats. That's going to be ball four, and Ben Fischel will steal again. So runners are going to be on first and second with nobody out here, and coach Nick Salahub will make his way out and have a chat. Where do you think you're going tomorrow? Where are you going tomorrow? For what? That's a cover-up. You have a date. No? No date. Now you have a date with Daktronics again, maybe. What do you think?
Now coming to plate for your Brooks Bombers.
So we're back.
C.J. Snowden.
Runners on first and third. Fischel over at third, Matthews at first, and C.J. Snowden will step to the plate. First pitch swinging. Fouls that off. Snowden at 311. Interestingly enough, he's got 38 hits, 32 stolen bases. It's crazy. Lightning fast, and he's got a ton of power. Oh no, Matthews picked again, but luckily gets back. He was picked yesterday, but ended up turning that into a stolen base. That ball is going to be hit over to first base side. Colton Perez is going to corral that, and that's F3. So Bombers fail to capitalize with a runner in scoring position.
Now come to the plate, number 26.
And if you listen to my broadcasts, what I talk about quite frequently is the ability to capitalize with runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs. So Matthews takes his lead at first. Marinac will throw over. Troy Morrow, 298, hit his team-leading 7th home run yesterday. He hits that ball to Drew Abercrombie, and he throws it over to Colton Perez for the out. So 2 outs, and Bombers will score 1 on the 5-3 putout. We got to turn those down. Yeah, just these ones here. Liam Kirsch is going to step to the plate. Matthews is going to steal, and he's safe. So Peyton Matthews picks up his 20th stolen base. Not sure how we do that. So 90 feet away from scoring, and Liam Kirsch is at the plate. Kirsch hitting .301. And he's going to get that ball. It's going to be foul. Could not tell from here as the umpire, Mike Richards, was in the way of our view, but he was right on top of the play. Can't argue with that. So Liam Kirsch is 0-2. That ball's hit back up the middle, and Liam Kirsch scores. Peyton Matthews, RBI single for Kirsch.
Welcome to the plate, number 27, Abden Bastardo.
Abdon Bastardo stepping to the plate with 2 away here in the top of the first inning. That ball's in the right-handed batter's box. Bastardo is at 184. He's got 7 of 38. He's got 1 double and 6 RBIs. That's going to be upstairs. Bastardo gets jammed. In comes Umezawa. He cannot field that cleanly. And Bastardo is on via the error 4. You might just have to keep it further back or just not be as loud. But either way, it'll still be good.
Go Seth.
Come to the plate now, number 10, Zach Recker.
So the Bombers look to continue here in the first inning as Seth Recker steps to the plate with runners on first and second. Recker, 221 on the season. 33 of 149 as Spencer Marinac looks in. And that ball is going to be hit foul behind the grandstand. So Marinac jumps out 0-1 with 2 away here and the Bombers have plated 2 already in the top of the first. Bastardo on first, Kirsch on second. Swing and a miss. Kirsch will steal third base. That is Kirsch Liam's 7th stolen base of the season. 0-2 the count to Recker. And he needs to find something to keep this inning alive. Yeah, but he's going to hit that in foul territory as Perez goes over. And it's going to go off the top of the Bombers' dugout.
Seth, here you go.
Recker stays alive. Count remains 0-2. Bastardo moving, Recker swinging, and that's a strikeout. Recker goes down, and that's going to end the inning for the Bombers. In the top of the first, the Bombers scored 2 runs on 1 hit. There were 2 Cactus Rats errors and 2 runners left on base. We're going to head to the bottom of the first inning right after this.
Be sure to grab your 50/50 tickets. Haven't seen the 50/50 seller yet? No worries. You can now buy them right from your seat and on your phone at bromers5050.com. Ticket sales are open until the end of the 5th inning of the 2nd game and will be drawn at the end of the 6th inning of the 2nd game. Bombers 50/50 is proudly sponsored by Cooley Coach Labs. Who wrote this script? Must have been a teacher. Good thing I'm quick. What? Good thing I'm quick. You're quick. Yeah. I realized it. Ticket sales are not open until the end of the 6th inning number. We draw in the 7th inning. Still header. Okay, I got you now.
All right, let's go through the defensive lineup for your Bombers. Third base is playing the hot corners. Seth Recker. Abdon Bastardo is over at shortstop. Derry Steyert Couture is at second base. Lucas Rick over at first. In left is, they call him the Flash, C.J. Snowden. Peyton Matthews out in center field, and Ben Fischel in right.
From the plate for the Energy City Cactus Rats, number 16, Seiji Umezawa.
Seiji Umezawa, second baseman, steps into the batter's box. He's got a .310 batting average. And Lucas Mahoney is your pitcher tonight. Umezawa hits that ball high. Snowden coming in, and he's going to catch that in shallow left field for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. And that'll bring up the shortstop, 10 Shindo. I'm not going to lie, Cactus Rats middle infield all season long has been very solid, and they were a little shaky in the first inning. But they can play. Ball high as Shindo is up 1-0. That is also going to be upstairs. 2-0. Shindo takes a big cut at the 2-0 pitch. That pitch is going to be thrown for a strike, and it's 2-2. Shindo nods in agreement. 2-2 the count. To 10 Shindo. One away here in the bottom half of the first inning. Lucas Mahoney delivers, and that ball is going to be fouled out of play.
Make sure you return all the foul balls to the beer stand. Get yourself a Walrus book.
Count remains 2-2 as Shindo batting .264. He's played in 36 games. He's got 100. Fouls that one off as well. He's got 121 at bats. Handled the bat very well yesterday in the doubleheader. And he fouls that away as well. So Mahoney all around the plate. And Shindo making solid contact, just not in fair territory. Now it is, and that's a ground ball to Steyer Couture. Throws it over to Lucas Rick for out number 2. So 2 away here in the bottom half. And that's going to bring up the third baseman, Drew Abercrombie. Abercrombie at .341 on the season, having a great year. 28 of 82. 7 doubles and 4 home runs. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Abercrombie had a couple nice doubles in the left center gap yesterday. Maybe in another ballpark, it could have been a triple. Strike 1. Now, even though we say that, with the speed of the Bombers' outfield, where they collectively have 60 some odd stolen bases, there's a lot of speed out there. The 1-1 from Mahoney looked fantastic, but called inside, and the count runs 2-1. And that ball is hit foul and out of play down the left field side. And the count is evened up at 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Let's see what Mahoney brings to the plate here. And a 2-2 count. It's on its way, and that is way outside. As soon as it left his hand, it's down looking at his fingertips. Ball must have slipped off. The count is full, and there are 2 away. And Mahoney sits down Abercrombie, and that's strike 3. So the Cactus Rats go in order in the bottom half of the first inning. No runs, no hits. There were no Bomber errors, and nobody left on base. So we head to the top of the second inning right here at Elks Field, Brooks, Alberta, on the FloCollege Network. Stepping to the plate. Stepping to the plate for the Bombers is Lucas Rick, the first baseman. Hit it softly. Shindo. And still got him by a few feet. As Shindo came in hustling hard. Got rid of it quick, and Lucas Rick is retired. 6-3 put out.
Come to the plate, number 8, Gary Steyer Couture.
Derry Steyert Couture stepping to the plate, the second baseman. He's going to foul off the first pitch.
To the beer stand for Palmer's Bar. Proudly sponsored by TNA Autoglass and Detailing.
And Marinac is up 0-1. Steyert Couture swing and miss. 0-2. That ball's going to go outside. One ball, two strikes. Steyert Couture is going to pop that one up in foul territory. And it's going to be snagged by first baseman Colton Perez.
Now come to the plate, number 24, Ben Fishel.
So stepping to the plate with two away here in the top of the second inning is the leadoff hitter, Ben Fishel. He got aboard on the error by Shindo. And the first pitch is going to be outside. One and 0 to Fishel. And he's going to line drive that ball out of play down the first base line. Fishel at .346, leading the Bombers in a number of offensive categories. And he looks to square as there's movement in the infield, but pulls back. Count is 2-1. He hits that ball high to right field. Husu back, comes in, and that's an F9. So Parker Husu catches that ball at a Ben Fishel, and we're going to go 1-2-3 for the Bombers in the top of the second. We're headed to the bottom of the second inning right here at Elks Field on the FloCollege Network.
Get some elk sausage or beef jerky from Herman's Sausage Hut. Thirsty? Head to West Test Watering Hole to grab a craft beer from one of our two local breweries. Hard iced tea or cooler.
A couple beers for the boys. What's that? No, I'm good.
Here, my flex tickets. When we make it to the playoffs,
Yeah, no.
my flex factor now.
No. That's pretty good. I should announce that, right? I should preemptively announce that.
Make it to the playoffs. Make it.
Oh, that's what I said.
So I got 11 tickets for next Sunday then.
Let's not announce it yet. Can we get there first?
Oh, who's up with these? Yeah. Timo Harrison.
That coach.
Let's do it. Come up here. Oh, he's got a big butt. Oh, I said big ass. I'm like, oh,
That's good. We'll check that out.
I'm gonna bat number 10, Timo Aracena.
Timo Arancina is going to step to the plate here. 370 hitter. He's going to take the first offering from Lucas Mahoney for strike one. Arancina, the designated hitter for today. He's going to swing and miss through that. Arancina 1 for 7 in yesterday's twin bill. He's going to get jammed, but that's going to be hit. Derry Steyert Couture is not going to be able to make the play. So not sure why they decided to throw that with the speed of Arancina. And that ball gets by. And that ball gets into the dugout. And Arancina is going to move to second base. So Parker Husu takes the first offering from Mahoney. So really soft contact on that ball. And again, doesn't even make it into, I don't even think it got to the shale. But he's going to find his way all the way to second base on that. That ball is going to be fouled out of play. 0-2 for Mahoney. So he is locked in today. Arancina taking his lead. Bastardo needs to work his way back to his defensive position. Unless he's deciding to play up the middle. Normally, you're in and out, in and out. Little quick movements. 1-2 the count. And that ball is going to be outside. 2-2 the count to the right fielder, Parker Husu. Hitting .314. He's 43 of 137. That ball's in the dirt. And Mahoney strikes out the Cooley Coach Line's Piston Broke beer batter. Ladies and gentlemen, head down to the West Test watering hole and get yourself $1 off all beer. And if you're at home watching and you can't get down here, grab a beer out of the cooler. What are we doing down there? Lucas Mahoney, first strike to Elias Campbell. I was going to say, he does know you can actually crawl underneath the bleachers. 0-1 to Campbell. Steyert Couture flashes, but Mahoney delivers anyways. So, little miscommunication up the middle. That ball misses inside. Another flash and another strike. So not quite sure. Usually you flash the hand at second base, pitcher throws over. I think they must be playing mind games with me. 1-2 the count to Campbell. One away here, bottom two. Aracena at second base. Steyr Couture moves back, and that ball is fouled behind.
Go, Lucas, here you go.
Mahoney, 1-2. And that's going to be upstairs. Two and two the count. And that ball is going to be hit to Abdon Bastard, and he's going to sail that ball over the first baseman's head, and now the errors are coming to play for the Bombers. So error by Bastardo on the ground ball.
Bat number 35, Colton Perez.
Runners at first and third now for the Cactus Rats, and Colton Perez will step to the plate. Mahoney filling it up, and he leads with strike one.
For Lucas.
Great job by Lucas Mahoney to work through the defensive issues of the Bombers. And that ball's going to hit to shallow. And Ben Fischel is going to misplay that. We've got ourselves another error. So make that E9. That should have been an out in any game of the week. Fischel froze, but the wind is blowing straight in from right field. So unfortunately, unless that was, I mean, the sun has come out, but it wasn't it wasn't hit that hard. So anyways, here we go. 2-1 ball game now. And the Bombers have taken over the Cactus Rats in the error category with 3 errors this inning. Reese Ruderman is going to step to the plate. He is hitting .213. And what does Lucas Mahoney do? Throws strikes. So 0-1, and the Bombers' defense needs to pick up their pitcher. And that ball is fouled out of play. Oh, and 2 the count to Ruderman. Mahoney delivers, and that's going to be strike 3. So Mahoney taking care of business all by himself. He has got both outs via the strikeout this inning. However, that should be out number 4. So Aracena with the single and then the throwing error by Couture. The error by Bastardo, and then the error by Fischel. First pitch to Nick Hagen, the left fielder, is going to be called strike 1. Hagen, .230 on the season, 14 of 61. Mahoney delivers, and that ball's fouled directly back. Mahoney again, 0-2. And when you look at this from a perspective of playing as many games as the Bombers have in recent days, you want to have your pitchers limit their number of throws. Well, this inning alone, Lucas has had to throw quite a few more. But there is going to be a few more on that as the 0-2 pitch hits Hagen. That happened to Hagen yesterday on a 1-2. So really unfortunate for Mahoney, as that is now going to load the bases. Mahoney was, up until that point, dialed in. So
Go Bombers!
Let's go, Lucas.
you never want to
Let's go. Think you can.
hit anybody on an 0-2 pitch, but more importantly, you don't want to hit the 9-hitter with an 0-2 pitch to load the bases. So that's going to bring up Seiji Umezawa. Umezawa takes the first pitch for strike one. So not really phased is Mahoney as he gets back on the bump, and he's just going to keep delivering. And that ball is going to be outside. 1-1 the count.
Go Lucas, here you go.
So 2 away here in the bottom half of the second inning. 1-1 the count. And Umezawa swings through that one. So the count is 1-2. Sixth player to come to the plate here. Umezawa flew out to C.J. Snowden in the first. And he is going to single up the middle. That's going to score 1. That's going to score 2. And Umezawa, 2 RBI single, and those runs will hurt. So the Bombers should be long gone out of that inning, and they have now opened the door for the Cactus Rats, who have a 3-2 lead. So unearned runs, all of them. For the Cactus Rats. Runners on first and second as Ten Shindo is at the plate. And he is going to foul that one straight back off the glove of Liam Kirsch. Umezawa picks up RBIs 3 and 4. So on one swing of the bat, he has doubled the number of RBIs that he has. Ten Shindo, 0-1. And that ball is going to get into the dirt. Kirsch will not be able to control it, and the runners advance 90 feet, making it a possibility that Shindo singles and plates 2 more. A 1-1. And that's going to be outside. So as the pitches, the number of pitches anyways, start to mount for Mahoney, they're going to eventually add up. And Shindo fouls that one out. 2-2. So 2 away. Oh boy. Walking a fine line. Shindo reaches out and defensive swing fouls that off. That's outside. So full count to Shindo. Interestingly enough, Shindo's struck out 27 times. But man, has he ever battled. That ball might hang up, and it will not. That will get out of play down the right field line.
Make sure you turn all them foul balls to the beer stand. Get yourself a Bombers buck and entry into a draw at the end of the season.
Shindo fouls that off again. Now, if I'm the Bombers, I fade and shade my way over to the right-hand side as Shindo is fouling everything off to the first base side. And then he hits a ground ball to Bastardo. Throws it over to Lucas Rick to end the inning. So the Bombers luckily get out of that on the 6-3 putout. But the Cactus Rats are able to put 3 runs up of their own on 2 hits. There were 3 Bomber errors and 2 runners left on base. So we head to the top of the 3rd inning now with the Cactus Rats up 3-2 on the Bombers on the FloCollege Network.
WCBL action? Don't let the final out be the end. Continue following all the baseball action on FloCollege with live games, highlights, and replays. Visit FloCollege.com to learn more and sign up today. That's FLO College.com.
All right.
Coming up for your Brooks Bombers, number 2, Peyton Matthews.
So now Marinak has himself a 3-2 lead, and he's going to throw to the center fielder, Peyton Matthews. Matthews swings through that pitch, and the count is evened up at 1-1. Matthews fouls that one back, and the count is 1-2. One and two, and Matthews fouls that over the Bombers' dugout. Matthews, .333. He's got 51 hits, 8 of them doubles, 7 of them home runs. And he's going to foul that one off the front-facing part of the Cactus Rats dugout. So 1-2. And that's going to miss low. 2-2. Matthews skies that ball. Shindo is out there. Hagen is out there. And Hagen is going to make that catch for out number 1. So F7.
Knocking about for your Brooks Bomber.
One away.
Number 4, C.J. Snowden.
So with one away, that's going to bring up a left fielder, C.J. Snowden. He squares to bunt early and takes that pitch for ball 1. Squares again, and that's going to be fouled off his foot in the batter's box. So base hit bunt, you definitely don't want to square that early. Count is now evened up at 1-1. And that ball is up. That ball is going to be hit to center. Elias Campbell coming in. And he makes the catch.
Trap, get together, boys.
So diving play by Elias Campbell robs C.J. Snowden of a single.
26, Troy Morrow.
Troy Morrow steps to the plate with 2 out. And he's going to blast that into the Bombers' dugout. So day late and $1 short is Morrow. Good thing everybody's paying attention over in the dugout. Morrow is going to chop that one to second base. And Umezawa throws that off the first base coach from the Bombers.
Number 15, Liam Kirsch.
So that's going to be an error on Umezawa. So the third error for the Cactus Rats.
Come on, Liam, here you go.
And Liam Kirsch steps to the plate. First ball is going to be up high, ball 1. So 1-0 to the catcher, Kirsch. Kirsch is going to hit that ball out to right field. And that's an easy fly out for Parker Husu, and the side is retired for the Bombers. So they go F7, F8, F9, sprinkle in an E4, and the Bombers score nothing. So they do strand 1, and there was one Cactus Rats error. We head to the bottom of the third right here at Elks Field on the FloCollege Network.
That's good for us, right?
Yeah, they played Sylvan Lake yesterday. Yeah. She lost both of their games. That actually helps a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's strange. Eight something. That one really didn't really get that.
They forfeited them?
You can't do that though. If they say, well, we don't have guys, or we don't have this or that. They don't have guys. And we could backdoor our way into playoffs again. Yes. I take it. I take it.
Move out number 18, Drew Abercrombie. Why heard that, I don't know if it's these guys.
Drew Abercrombie is going to step to the plate here in the bottom of the third. Abercrombie hits that ball high. Gary Steyert-Couture coming in. Second base makes a diving stop. And that's going to be out number one. So Abercrombie is retired on the F4. The ball is not going to go anywhere in right field today. Newsflash, the ball is not going to go anywhere in right field. Even in Brooks, ball's not going anywhere. And if it does, that ball is hit hard. First pitch to Timo Aracena is going to be called ball one. And that ball is swing and a miss, 2-2.
Okay, no hit straight ball. Straight ball, I hit it very much. Straight ball. That's all great.
Aracena over to Lucas Rick at first. He makes the play all by himself for out number two.
Move out for the Energy City Cactus Rats, your beer batter, number 3, Arku.
So 2 outs. Quick ones here. This is what happened last inning. Husu is going to pop that one up over to third base to Luke Recker, Seth Recker. And that's going to be out number 3. So the Cactus Rats go in order. 3 up, 3 down. There were no bomber errors, nobody left on base. We head to the top of the fourth. Things are moving along quickly here at Elks Field on the FloCollege Network.
After 2 complete innings, 3 complete innings, Brooks Bombers 2, Energy City 3. Stop by the concession and check out the menu, and then visit the West S Watering Hole and grab yourself a beverage. Lots of Herman's Hut sausage and beef jerky at the concession. Be sure to grab your 50-50 tickets. Haven't seen the 50-50 seller yet? No worries. You can now buy them
So Abdon Bastardo is going to step to the plate in the 4th inning here. And he is going to rock that ball into right field for a single. So a leadoff single
Now up for your Brooks Bombers, number 10.
for the Bombers.
Wrecker.
The Sylvan Lake Gulls have just arrived. Seth Wrecker steps to the plate. He is 0 for 1, struck out in his first at-bat. Bastardo takes his lead, and Wrecker fouls that one away.
Make sure you return those foul balls to the beer stand. Get yourself a bomber spot and entry for a draw.
So 0-1 to Wrecker. That ball is going to miss. 1-1.
Come on, Seth.
That's upstairs. 2-1.
Little grunt action from down to the left.
2 balls, 1 strike. As Bastardo takes his lead. And that one's fouled back and off the shoulder of home plate umpire Ron Shuchuk. Wrecker, the 2-2 count. Gonna have to make something happen with the barrel here with the leadoff single. And that's going to be up 3-2. So close, but
Here you go, Seth. Here you go.
ball up, and that's full. So Bastardo, will he be on the move? He is. Wrecker's going to foul that one away. So Bastardo will have to head back to first base and try that again. We're waiting on the review of the pickle poutine from our scoreboard man, Kanan. I'm interested to know. I'll share it with the masses. Pickle poutine right here at Elks Field. Oh, that ball's caught. Bastardo doubled up. So a line drive back at
Unlucky, Seth. No worries, bud.
Seth Wrecker, but after the ball was hit, Bastardo did not hold up, and he is doubled off. So 2 away, unfortunate event there for the Bombers. And Lucas Rick steps to the plate. And that's going to be ball 1. Lucas Rick had a good day at the plate yesterday. See if he can continue to carry that over. He grounded out to a 6-3 putout in his first at-bat. And he fouls that for a 1-1 count. So Rick, and a 1-1 count here with 2 away, top 4. And he's going to hit that ball back up the middle past a diving Shindo for a single. So a 2-out single by Rick. Second hit of this inning.
Number 8.
Third hit of the ball game. And that brings up Derry Steyert Couture.
Come on, Derry.
Swing and a miss there. Rick with his lead at first. And that ball is going to be outside there. So 1-1 the count to the second baseman. Inside. 2-1. Steyert Couture yesterday. 4 walks and a hit by pitch in 5 plate appearances. Swing and a miss by Couture there.
Take your time, Jerry.
Come on, Jerry, own it. Come on, here you go. Little barrel.
2-2.
Take your time.
That's going to be outside. That's going to full count.
Gotta count
So
Jerry,
2 out. Lucas Rick is going to be on the move. And ball 4 to Steyert Couture. So now we're going to look at runners on first and second with 2 away. And
Come to the plate. Your leadoff hitter, number 24.
Ben Fischel
Ben Fischel.
is going to come to the plate, but we're going to take a small break.
Bring it up. That's 2 visits, too. Do you have to make a change on the 3rd visit? Is that a rule? No? Nothing WCBL, as many as you want. Oh, no. That's the rule.
You only get so many a game.
So many a game.
Yep. So after the pitching coach Nick Salahub had come out and talked strategy, Ben Fischel will step to the plate here with 2 outs, 2 runners on. First pitch strike.
Come on, Ben. Take your time, kid, like you can. Nice and green.
0-1 the count to Fischel. That ball down in the dirt, picked by Reese Rudermuth. Does not allow a pass ball and keeps the runners at bay. 1-1.
That wasn't a ball. Come on.
What's up, Ron?
1 ball, 2 strikes. Marinac up on Fischel.
Go 2-4, here you go.
In a crucial spot here in the top of the 4th with runners on first and second. But he skips that.
Like you can, Ben. Like you can.
Not allowed to call time? Since when?
There seems to be some discussion between Fischel and home plate umpire Ron Shuchuk as Fischel was trying to request time. That ball's out of the strike zone there, up and away, and that's going to run full, so runners will be on the move. Full count, 2 away. Fischel's going to hit that, and it might get down. It is going to get down. Steyert Couture is going to make his way to third base, and Fischel will go all the way to second. That is going to be a double
Let's go, Peyton.
for Ben Fischel.
What about your center fielder, number 2?
RBI double make that.
Matthew
as Lucas Rick comes into the score, and Derry Steyert Couture makes his way to third base. So the dangerous Peyton Matthews up with runners on second and third. And he is going to foul the first pitch behind and off to the right-hand side. So the Bombers have a chance here with one of their better sticks at the plate, and Matthews fouls that off, but finds himself 0-2. So need a quality at bat here out of Matthews. And that was close. That was real close. I thought Shuchuk was going to pull the string. Ball one. 1-2. And that ball's further out. 2-2. You've got the dangerous CJ Snowden on deck. Pickle poutine review time, Caden? Not yet, he says. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Tie ball game. Matthews is going to bloop that ball, and it's going to drop in center field. Nobody behind, and both runners will score. So a clutch 2 out, 2 RBI single by Peyton Matthews has a 5-3 Bombers lead.
Number 4, CJ Snowden.
So CJ Snowden will step to the plate now. That is 3 runs across, all with 2 outs. Snowden looks to square. That's going to be called foul. That is the right call. That is the right call. It bounced off the ground and hit Snowden a second time before going back in the field to play. So great call by the umpire, Mike Richards at first base, to call that a foul ball. Again, even if Snowden is safe on that, you got to get the right call. And even though that did going foul, it was foul right in the batter's box. So Snowden down 0-1. And he fouls that one back, so it's going to go 0-2. Snowden, can you keep things going with 2? He'll have at least another pitch anyways, as that ball's down in the dirt. One and 2 the count to the left fielder, the Flash. And the Flash is going to hit a line drive to center field, but right at Elias Campbell for out number 3. Good at bat. Line drive to center field, and Snowden is retired, but not before the Bombers played 3 on 4 hits. There were no Energy City errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. So we head to the bottom of the 4th with the 5-3 Bombers lead at Elks Field on the FloCollege Network. Yeah. All right. Ready to rock, ready to roll. Bottom 4, Lucas Mahoney, back on the bump for the Bombers, and he's going to face center fielder Elias Campbell. And he misses in for ball 1. So Mahoney had a little bit of a break as the Bombers put up 3 in the top half of the 3rd. Mahoney looking to find his groove, and there it is. There's a little action in the Cactus Rats bullpen. That is going to be called for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Elias Campbell. Handcuffs Kirsch.
Lucas, he go.
And that's going to be 2-2. Campbell, ground ball to Recker. Recker over to Rick. And that's a 5-3 putout for out number 1. So Campbell retired for the first out of the bottom half of the 4th inning. And that's going to bring up the first baseman, Colton Perez. Hit that soft fly ball to Ben Fischel that was misplayed in the 3-run 2nd inning for the Cactus Rats. First pitch misses out for ball 1. Perez hit the big grand slam yesterday. I believe that to be his first hit. And stats. But I could be wrong. Yeah, he was 2 for 8 yesterday. Those are his only stats of the season. He hits that ball down the first base line. Foul. Swing and fouled back into the glove of Liam Kirsch for out number 2.
Welcome to bat number 12, Reese Ruderman.
4th strikeout for Lucas Mahoney, and that will bring up the catcher, Reese Ruderman. First pitch, strike. However, Kirsch using the non-stick frying pan this inning for a glove, and that pops out of his glove. I don't think umpires appreciate that when catchers drop a strike. Makes them look bad, but just kidding, Liam. That ball is up for 1-1. 1-1 the count to Ruderman. And he's going to hit that ball. Scooped up by Recker over to Rick for out number 3. So the Cactus Rats go down in order.
0 runs, 0 hits, 0 errors, and 0 men left on base.
5-3, strikeout, 5-3, and we're heading to the top of the 5th. Here at Elks Field
Energy City Cactus Rats.
on the FloCollege Network.
We'd like to thank Herman's Sausage Hut for being our sponsor this evening. Herman's offers premier locally made sausage and smoked meats. Be sure to check them out at our concession stand and on Facebook for upcoming offers, or visit them in store at 819 First Street West in Brooks, Alberta. Brooks, Alberta. Come on, just take the lead all by yourself. Troy Morrow.
Say it again.
Do it.
Say it again. Sure. Say it again.
Kingston Basusian is going to take the mound for the Cactus Rats.
Hometown Brooks Fathers. Number 26.
He is
Morrow.
out of Okotoks, Alberta, and the Dogs Academy.
Come on, Troy.
He will face Troy Morrow to start the inning.
That's down.
Top of 5 here. First pitch from Basusian is low for ball 1. That pitch is on the inside part for strike 1.
Come on, Troy.
So 1-1 to the designated hitter Morrow. That ball's in. 2-1. So it'd be a great opportunity for the Bombers to tack on some more runs here. That's low, 3-1. See Coach Dylan DeBrouwer giving Troy it's got to be there. We need base runners. 3-1 on the way. And that's going to be pulled into right field for a single. So Morrow leads off with a single to right field. Proud billet dad, Todd Cromrie, hooting and hollering. So Morrow
Welcome to the plate, number 15, Liam Kirsch.
with the single brings up the catcher, Liam Kirsch. Kirsch is a 1 for 2. Single, RBI single in the first inning. Flew out to right field in his last at bat. He's going to take strike 1.
I think it's fun that every time we just get a run, we do the yeah. So I did a O or no, yeah, O for oh yeah. For every run.
Morrow on the run. That's going to be called a strike. Nobody's there. That ball goes into center field, and Morrow is going to slide into third base. Kirsch, though, is down 0-2.
You did 2 stolen bases, so I did 2 stolen base
He caught it.
Well, no, it was stolen base, and then, yeah, who do you do? Nobody was there. No, no pass ball.
No, pass ball's
E2.
catcher.
E2. I mean, 4 or 6, neither one of them were there. It was kind of weird.
And Kirsch, unfortunately, is going to go down swinging. So missed opportunity for Liam Kirsch to cash in Troy Morrow. And that's going to bring up Abdon Bastardo.
Abdon Bastardo.
Let's go, Abdon.
Come on, Flash, just get it right here.
That is by far the I couldn't stand that yesterday, and it's so hard. Bastardo is going to swing and miss. He's got the infield in. So he's going to have to play situational baseball here. And he's going to have to get the job done for the Bombers
Here you go.
to add another insurance run. With Morrow at third base with nobody out. And Bastardo's got to figure it out. Good pitch by
Come on, Abdon.
Basusian to get that ball in the outside part of the plate. And Bastardo's going to have to find a way here with 2 strikes. And he does. A 2-out single, or sorry, a 2-strike single is going to score Troy Morrow. So Bastardo is now 2 for 3, and the Bombers have a 6-3 lead. And Seth Recker will step to the plate.
Your third baseman, number 10, Seth Recker.
So Recker lined back to the pitcher in his last at bat, and Bastardo was doubled off. That ball is going to squirt, and Bastardo does not go. One ball, no strikes to Recker, the third baseman. 0 for 2 on the day, looking to get his first hit of the ball game. And he's going to foul that one away and even up the count at 1-1.
Make sure you return all them foul balls to the beer stand. Get yourself a Bombers buck and an entry to a draw at the end of the season.
1-1 the count. Besusian looks in. And he floats that across for strike 2.
Come on, Seth, take your time, buddy. Let's go.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the third baseman, Recker. Bastardo takes his lead. He might be on the move here. No, he's not. Recker pulls away, swings at that, and he is going to strike out for the second time. So big strikeout by Besusian
Now coming to the plate,
for the second
number
out.
14, Lucas Rick. Big country.
Okay. Bastardo on the move. And he is safe. So umpire Schlenker right on top of the situation.
That was a ball.
And Bastardo is safe. So 1-0 count, and looks like we have a frozen center field camera as we will try. That ball's outside. 2-0 to the first baseman, Lucas Rick. Rick
Big country.
keeps his weight back and smashes through the baseball. You're going to like what you're going to see here. Hit some balls hard again in batting practice. And that's maybe the one he wanted, but he held up and took that for a strike. 2-1. Derry Steyert Couture on deck. So Lucas Rick 1 for 2 today. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That ball's hit back up the middle, but right to Umezawa. And Rick is retired. So right back up the middle, playing there is Umezawa. And the Bombers pick up yet another run on a pair of hits. There was a throwing error by Cactus Rat's catcher, and one runner left on base. So after 4.5, meaning the top of the fifth, heading to the bottom of the fifth here at Elks Field in Brooks, Alberta, the Bombers 6, Cactus Rats 3 on the FloCollege Network.
Thousands more streaming live on FloCollege. Don't miss a moment.
Nick Hagen stepping to the plate. He will face Lucas Mahoney. Hagen hit by pitch. His first at bat on an 0-2 count. He's going to hit that ball to Lucas Rick. Scoops it up for out number 1. One out here in the bottom of the 5th. Back to the top of the order, and the second baseman, Seiji Umezawa. He is 1 for 2. There was some conversation between Lucas Mahoney and Ron Shuchuk there. That ball is hit and hammered. And that's going to be called a foul ball.
Good play there, JR.
Left field, should I say third base umpire.
He already told you where it was.
Schlenker down the line calls that a foul ball. We had that happen yesterday. Only difference is Schlenker was very emphatic, called it foul right away. Came back to the infield, let everybody know that it was foul. So Umezawa, long strike. Count is 1-1. That ball was crushed. Inside, ball 2. 2-1. That is called a strike. So 2-2. So Mahoney misses inside, then comes back inside and paints it. 2-2. But that's going to miss. Full count. Mahoney fouls that one, as does Umezawa. Count remains 3-2. And Mahoney pulls that way into the left-hand batter's box for ball 4. So Umezawa with a 1-out walk.
Now come to the plate, number 6, 10, Shindo.
10 Shindo is going to step to the plate. He's 0 for 2, grounded to the second baseman and then the shortstop. So with 1 out, runner on first. Mahoney's going to miss upstairs. One and 0. It's going to miss low. 2-0.
Go, Lucas. Here you go, kid. Come on, 14. That's a good pitch out of baby.
Mahoney counters with a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away to the shortstop, 10 Shindo, who's 0 for 2. Umezawa looks to be on the move, and he is. And that ball's fouled behind. So
Another Team A foul ball. Make sure you return that foul ball to the beer stand. 4 balls, puck, and an entry for a draw at the end of the inning. End of season. End of the inning, no. Just a Bombers puck.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away, runner at first, 6-3 ball game.
Phil, pick off. Go, Lucas. Here you go, kid.
That is also foul back.
One more for the fourth.
Count remains 2-2. Umezawa not going, but he throws back to Rick at first. Safe is Umezawa. And the
Go, Lucas. Here you go.
count is full.
Take him yourself. Strike him off, throw him home. Right here.
That ball is hit to Bastardo.
What's he called? Thought he was calling something.
Not quite sure what.
Why has he got his mask on?
Umpire took his mask off and was yelling something. But Bastardo picks that ball up, throws it over to Lucas Rick,
Number 18.
and retires 10 Shindo. So that's 2 away here. Umezawa goes to second, and Abercrombie steps to the plate. That ball is fouled, and it'll make its way back over by Timo Aracena, the on-deck batter. Mahoney jumps out on Abercrombie 0-1. And he will foul that off almost in the exact same position. And Mahoney is up 0-2. 0-2, 2 away here, bottom 5. Game 1 of a Bombers doubleheader on a Cactus Rats home game here at Elks Field. This will be followed by a makeup game where the Sylvan Lake Gulls will come to town. Should say come to town, they are here.
Here you go.
0-2 as Abercrombie fouls that off down the third base line. Umezawa looks to be on the move. That ball gets past Lucas Rick. Umezawa will score, and Abercrombie has himself an RBI single. Aracena stepping to the plate, and he'll foul the first pitch off. Cactus Rats played another run, 6-4. Well, they only got 3 hits here, but they've got 4 runs. Abercrombie takes his lead from first. And that pitch is going to be upstairs. 1-1. 2 away. That ball is going to be down low. Abercrombie's got 5 stolen bases. 3-1 is the count to Aracena here, and I don't want to say that Mahoney's running out of gas, but there's 2 outs, 3-1, and you don't want to give him anything too good, and he doesn't. And Aracena will draw a walk. So that is the second walk of the inning.
Now coming to the plate, your beer batter, number 3, Parker Busu.
And Liam Kirsch will go out and have a few words with Mahoney here. Again, you don't want to say that any game is more important than the next, but when you're playing against somebody you're competing for a final spot in the playoffs, this game has value. So you want to be able to put this one in the books and minimize damage here. Runners on first and second. The first pitch to Husu is up. So there is a little action in the Bombers bullpen. We want Mahoney to finish this inning for sure. And he might not. Darn it. Thought that was going to stay in, and it carried out of play. However, it's a 1-1 count with 2 away here. Aracena at first and Abercrombie at second. Husu at the plate. 0 for 2. And that ball is fouled off in the same spot, so
Make sure you turn those foul balls
1 ball, 2 strikes to the right fielder, Husu.
and an entry for a draw at the end of the season. I'm sponsored by TNA Automobiles.
Looking at second. Check back, the throw. And fouls that one off as well. So Energy City having some quality at bats in terms of seeing a number of pitches and fouling off anything close. Husu only played 1 of the games yesterday. He was 0 for 4. He's going to hit a single here. he's going to kick it. C.J. Snowden kicked that ball in left field. Did not have a chance. I thought, for sure. He got the ball before Abercrombie got to third base. Telltale sign, but he kicks it. And that's going to allow Abercrombie to score. Husu. 1-2 single, big single for the Cactus Rats. That's going to bring up Elias Campbell. Cactus Rats not going anywhere. They now have 5 runs. And Mahoney misses high, and with every ball thrown and with every hit, the Cactus Rats are getting a little bit louder.
Go, Lucas, here you go.
1-0. That's going to miss 2-0. And now Dylan DeBrouwer is going to ask for time. Hudson Grow enters the game for the Bombers. And he delivers 2 strikes. 2-2 count now to Elias Campbell with 2 away. That's going to be a single up the middle. Matthews will get it in to Bastardo. We got a tie ball game. So Hudson Grow comes in and Elias Campbell singles in a tie game at 6. So the Cactus Rats have gone walk, and they've done all this with 2 outs. So 3U, walk, 6-3, single, walk, single, single.
Boy, that's it.
1 strike to Colton Perez. So the Bombers have some work to do to recoup the lead, and the Cactus Rats are yet a single away here from potentially taking the lead.
Boy, that's it. Here you go, kid. Let's go 1-6.
0-2 to Perez. Grow steps off. He will reset. That ball's outside, 1-2. It's like
Go on, sit on you, buddy. Here you go.
that ball's hit. Oh my goodness sakes. Bastardo throws the ball to Steyert Couture. The wheels have fallen off the bus here. Error on Bastardo there as he stays back instead of go to get that baseball. If he goes and gets it, he's got an easy play at first base to get Perez. However, the run scores and the Cactus Rats have now taken the lead. So you got to help the pitchers out here. Bombers. Reese Ruderman steps to the plate. He's going to miss inside. Ruderman fouls that one back, and the count is 1-1. So miscommunication or no communication between the middle infielder cost the Bombers a big run here.
Go ahead, sit.
1 ball, 2 strikes here. And Ruderman goes down swinging. So Bombers have work to do. Hudson Grove fired up. Bombers defense needs to pick it up if they're going to have a chance here to continue on in this game.
Smaller errors and 2 men left on base. Thanks, sir. Change brought to you by Fergus Limited. To the plate for your Brooks Bombers, number 8, Derry Steyert Couture.
So the Cactus Rats smash 4 runs on 3 hits that inning. And now they lead 7-6. Derry Steyert Couture at the plate. He's going to swing and miss, so that's 1-1 the count. Steyert Couture 0 for 1. Fouled that ball back, and the count is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes from Colton Perez. Steyert Couture. That's going to be a base hit into left center. And we got a leadoff runner on for the Bombers. And J.R. Bedford is going to run for Derry Steyert Couture. So big single from Steyert Couture. It's huge as the Bombers look to tie this ball game. So Fischel misses on the bunt attempt. The throw from Ruderman over to Aracena, and Bedford is back in time. Perez looking in. So if you take a look, I love this stuff, but you take a look as soon as you square where the open holes are. Abercrombie coming hard down the line at third. If you bunt that ball towards the shortstop as Shindo moves towards second, you've got yourself a base hit. And that's going to be low. Wide open in that 6 hole. But you gotta be handy with the bat. 2-1 here as Perez has missed twice, as the Bombers look to sacrifice and move Bedford to second. Squares. That ball is bunted, but it's going to be foul as Abercrombie picks that up. So Fischel has some work to do with the bat in order to move Bedford along. And hitting high 350. Good chance that Fischel is going to make something happen here. So two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Bedford at first base, which he ran for Derry Steyert Couture, who led it off with a single. And he does. Single by Fischel, and Bedford's going to move along. So Ben Fischel, great piece of hitting there. He singles. So we've got back-to-back singles. Heck of a player from Columbia University is Ben Fischel. So now you've got Peyton Matthews at the plate. And if they were going to try to bunt now, they're going to try to bunt again. So Matthews has to read what the defense is going to give him.
Number 2, your center fielder, Peyton Matthews.
Nobody out here. Back-to-back singles for the Bombers, and Peyton Matthews steps to the plate. And we'll see what the defense does here, as Matthews is going to square. That ball is thrown back to second base. So Perez throws a slider, and that'll catch the corner for strike one. So 1 strike to Matthews, so he's going to have one opportunity here before he has to swing the bat. So going to make it tough on him to bunt. Here's the pitch, and he gets it down but foul. So Matthews is now in trouble. He has got to follow the lead of Ben Fischel and find a way to move runners.
Find some green. You campaign. Let's go, kid. Find some green.
0-2 to Matthews. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Clutch RBI single his last at bat. And that's going to get hit off the arm, and the bases are going to be loaded. So Matthews takes it off the forearm, and CJ Snowden is going to step to the plate with nobody out.
Number 4.
So the Bombers have some potential here for a big inning. Snowden, F3, F8, and lined to the center fielder his last at bat. 0 for 3. Okay, I'm confused. I apologize, folks. Not sure what happened or what's going on here. There's definitely some confusion, but CJ Snowden takes that pitch for strike one. He'll take that for strike two, and now Snowden is in the hole. So, not sure what the plan of attack is. That ball is going to be outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Perez comes set. 1-2 pitch. That's not going to be deep enough. But Bedford is going to go anyways. He's going to get there. I did not think that was going to be deep enough. But that is a sac fly for Snowden, and we've got a tie ball game.
Now coming to the plate, your designated hitter, number 26, Troy Morrow.
He's yelling at you.
Who is Ron? For what?
For what you said. Like, we can't have anything coming from this area like that.
Okay.
Which I
Fair enough. I get it.
understand. He shouldn't be doing that either.
Hold on, they're standing up for a second.
Because that could also play against us too if he decides to fuck us over. Not to say that he's going to, but he definitely. The way I just don't trust any of these guys. Nope. Totally different. So we're back after a mound visit in a 7-7 ball game. Runners on first and second. Troy Morrow steps to the plate, and he's 1 for 3. Perez turns, looks at second, steps off. No throw. Matthews at first, Fischels at second. Morrow at the plate. First pitch inside, ball 1. Perez, the freshman from Vanguard University. One and 0. Runners are on the move, and no throw. So double steal for the Bombers. Do believe that is the 21st stolen base for both Ben Fischel and Peyton Matthews. That'll draw the infield in. Second baseman is in. Third baseman is back. So is Shindo. They're at about halfway. So Morrow has the opportunity, and he takes that for a strike. 2-1. Morrow hits that one right out front. Fischel goes towards home, but that's not going to get it done. So Morrow is out with the 2-3 putout, and that'll leave runners where they're at second and third. So missed opportunity from the Bombers to take the lead and put some pressure.
Now coming to the plate, number 15, Liam Kirsch.
As Morrow squibs that in front of the plate. And now, had that gone about another 5 feet and the catcher picks that up, there's an opportunity there. But Liam Kirsch will come to the plate. And he's going to take the first offering from Perez for strike 1. Big opportunity for the Bombers. And Kirsch fouls that out of play. As they had the bases loaded with nobody out, and they're only going to score 1. Unless Liam Kirsch can find a way in an 0-2 count. Kirsch fouls that off. Count is remaining to be 0-2. Perez shakes off Ruderman. Now comes Set. And Kirsch is going to foul that off.
Make sure you return those foul balls to the beer stand. Get a Bombers butt.
0-2.
Probably sponsored by TNA Autoglass.
Liam Kirsch 1 for 3. And that's going to be a line drive to Shindo at short. That's going to end the inning. And the Cactus Rats will come to plate in the bottom of the 6th in the 7-7 ball game. So Bombers were able to get the 1 run back, but they strand 2 big runs, especially again. Bases loaded, nobody out. And we get an F9, 2, 3, and L6 to end the top of the sixth. We head to the bottom of the sixth. Tie ball game here at Elks Field on the FloCollege Network.
Defensive changes for your Brooks Bombers. Number 5, J.R. Bedford coming into shortstop. Number 27, Abden Bastardo moving over to second base. I've had people tell me that if I had less hair, I'd be like Pitbull. I heard that. Number 26, Nick Hagan.
All right, bottom six. Here we go. Nick Hagen's going to step to the plate. He is 0 for 1. Hit by pitch and grounded out to the first baseman. Hudson Grow misses with the first pitch outside, ball 1. And he'll miss again. 2 balls, no strikes. And he'll miss again. 3-0. He's got to come all the way back here. Here's strike 1. And that's going to be low. So Grow walks the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the sixth. And we're going to have a pinch runner.
Number 16, Seiji Umasawa.
31 on first. Leadoff. Walk to Hagen. There's going to be a pinch runner. Umazawa is going to bunt that. And Grow is going to get that. So that's a F1. So big out there.
Plate number 6, 10, Shindo.
Cole Bolton, left-hand pitcher, is going to pinch run for the Cactus Rats. Ten Shindo is at the plate with 1 away. There's strike 1. And that ball is fouled back, strike 2. So Hudson Grow working ahead, working quickly here. Bottom 6. He's got 10 Shindo, 0-2. And that misses upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes in the 7-7 ball game.
Go Hudson, here you go.
Bottom of 6. We're going to play 7 today. And Shindo is going to go down on strikes.
One more, we get cheeseburgers. 17. No, 18.
Is it 17 or 18?
18.
Number 18.
So with 2 outs, Drew Abercrombie will step to the plate. He's going to hit that ball, and it's going to be foul and out of play down the left field line. So Hudson Groh works ahead 0-1 to the third baseman Abercrombie, who is 1 for 3. And he fouls that ball. Also over the Bombers' dugout, 0-2 is the count.
Go Hudson. Go Honey.
And that's also fouled on the third baseline. 0-2 is the count. That ball's outside. Bolton thought about it and retreats back to first base. One ball, 2 strikes. Close, but that ball is up. Ball 2. 2-2 the count to Abercrombie, and you've got Aracena on deck. That's fouled back off the netting, and the count remains 2-2. Oh no, Bat Boy's got a lot of baseballs. 2-2 count, 2 away. Bolton jumping. He's caught in no man's land. Strike 3. That is the 7th strikeout for the Bombers. McDoubles for everybody with paid attendance or a billet pass. 24 hours to claim that. We head to the bottom of the top of the 7th inning here at Elks Field, 7-7 ball game. We'll be back on FloCollege right after this break.
0 runs on 0 hits, 0 Brooks errors, and 1 man left on. After 6 completes, 7 for Brooks Bombers, 7 for Energy Cactus Rats. Just as a reminder to all those in attendance, we like to keep our ballpark looking clean and tidy. We kindly ask all fans to grab their empty cans of garbage and dispose of them in the proper receptacles spread around the ballpark. We thank you for your cooperation. That's it for game number 1.
Also, just another reminder, Brandy's wandering around selling 50/50s. If you can't stay till the end of, I think, the 5th inning of the 2nd game, we will post the number on Facebook and Instagram if it's not claimed in the park. So definitely check Facebook and Instagram tomorrow if you leave early.
Captain Riscardo. 27.
Abdon Bastardo is going to step to the plate. He's going to take the first pitch down low in the dirt for ball one. So we're playing for a run or more in the top. That's going to be low. Two and 0 the count, and 3-0. So Perez falls behind Bastardo. He's got to come 3 times. Let's hope Bastardo knows that. And he's going to walk him. So a leadoff walk in the top of the 7th inning. Huge base runner for the Bombers. And there is action in the Cactus Rats dugout.
Number 10, Seth Recker.
Seth Recker not having a great day at the plate. But the best thing about the game of baseball is you get another opportunity to prove your value. And he gets that bunt down, picked up by Ruderman. And that's a sack. So great team at bat by Seth Recker.
Come on, Lucas. A walk. On to first.
Sack 2-3. Lucas Rick stepping to the plate. Sack bunt. There we go. Lucas Rick takes that pitch. Outside, ball one. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball two. So, not quite sure if bunting Recker was the thing to do. You never know. You're going to play the odds, but Perez struggling to throw strikes here. That's going to catch the corner for strike one.
Come on, Blue.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count to Lucas Rick. Ruderman sets up outside. That ball is going to be hit softly to second base. Lucas Rick is out. 4-3 put out. Comes down to the bat of J.R. Bedford here.
Find some green, JR. Find some green.
Now come to the plate for your Brooks Bombers. Number 5, J.R. Bedford.
So Bedford in for Steyert Couture. And that ball's outside for ball one. Golden opportunity for the Bombers here. And back-to-back innings to blow this game wide open. And Bedford's going to take the 1-0 pitch for a strike. 1-1. And he'll swing through that. The count is 1-2. So
Come on, Father, here you go. Let's go, JR. You got this, baby.
Bedford is going to have to battle here. Perez in the driver's seat. And Bedford goes down swinging. Big out for Perez, and the Bombers squander that one. And we are going to the bottom half of the 7th inning in a tie ball game. Bottom 7. Game on the line here. Hudson Grove throwing to Timo Aracena. First pitch strike.
Go on, Hudson.
Second pitch is going to be outside, ball. And that's a single. Aracena lead off single for the Cactus Rats. And the pressure is on. Nothing that the Bombers cannot handle here. So Parker Husu is going to step to the plate, and the Bombers got to think bunt here. Wyatt Ormonde into the game at first base for Lucas Rick.
Number 6 on first base.
Husu squares. That's going to be ball 1.
Come on, Hudson. Take your time, kid. Let's go. If you can.
Left field.
Husu squares. That's down. And the out is at first. So a 2-3 put out. Aracena moves to second base. And the Cactus Rats have a runner in scoring position. Elias Campbell.
Let's go, Hudson. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
They are going to intentionally walk
Oh, it's tight.
Elias Campbell.
Just giving away their.
So 1 out. The Bombers now put the double play intact, and Colton Perez is going to step to the plate.
Let's go, Hudson.
Grounded out to shortstop last time with the error on Bastardo. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. Perez 0 for 3 on the day. fouls that one back. And the count is evened up at 1-1. So one out here, bottom 7, 7-7 ball game. Perez fouls that one back, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Runners first and second. Perez goes down looking for out number 2. Hudson Grows jacked up, and we have a pinch hitter, Marcus Frangel.
Good cheers. Marcus Frangel. 29. 9. Marcus Frangel.
Now batting for the Cactus, Energy City Cactus, number 29, Marcus Frangel.
Marcus Frangel steps to the plate. He is .333 hitter.
I was just gonna say that. He's pretty close.
He was 2 for 4 in his only game in the doubleheader yesterday. First pitch inside from Hudson Grove. 1-0 with Zach Barneo, another pinch hitter on deck. That misses inside as well. That ball is going to get in there, and the count is 2 balls, 1 strike.
Game back, boys. Let's go. Bombers.
2-1. Single. That might be the game. And Rats walk it off. Ball game. Bombers lose. Cactus Rats win 8-7.
That's the ball game.
And we're going to sign off here and prep for game 2 of the doubleheader against the Sylvan Lake Gulls.